Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 26 of Ayodhya Kanda. In the previous chapter, we saw Rama convinced his mother Kaushalya completely and also pacified Lakshmana. And post that, Kaushalya blessed him to go to the forest peacefully and return with full good health so that he will be able to fulfill the ambitions of Kausalya, who wanted to see him as a king of the future. And then now he is moving to the quarters where Sita, his wife, is living with him, and he will need to convince Sita regarding his decision. Sri Ramachandra, ever devoted to virtue, taking leave of his mother, ready to enter the forest, passed through the crowded streets by his excellent qualities, inspiring peace in the hearts of the multitude. Ascetic Princess Sita, not being acquainted with what had happened, her mind full of joy in the thought of the coming coronation of her consort, worshipping the gods and proficient in every duty, awaited the approach of her lord with a happy heart. Meantime, Rama, dressed in his customary apparel, his head bowed little in humility, entered the palace filled with joyful and richly attired persons. Seeing Ramachandra unadorned, the princess was filled with consternation and fear, and rose trembling from her seat. Rama, beholding the princess dearer than life to him, could not restrain his distress. A true wife, a true devoted and true loving wife, could immediately read the face of her husband, and even a true husband who loves his beloved wife will never be able to hide any of his feelings in front of her. He can hide the feelings in front of Dasharatha, he can hide the feelings in front of Kaushalya, but when he faces Sita, his emotion outbursts. But still, Rama controls his emotion, but the feelings are clearly visible to Sita on his face. Sita, seeing the countenance of Rama, sad, pale, and moist with anguish, addressed him, O my lord, what is this? Today the Pushya planet and the moon are in conjunction, and Brihaspati in the ascendant. This is the time fixed for your coronation by the holy Brahmins. Why are you thus distressed? Why do I not behold the canopy pure as foam, set with 100 stars over my lord? Why are the chamaras white as the moon or the swan, not waving to you to and fro over you? O great one, why do I not hear the bards today eloquently voicing your praise, or the pandits reciting the chant of peace? Why have the learned Brahmins not anointed you with honey and curds as a mark of your enthronement? Why are you not attended by ministers, citizens, and courtiers sumptuously attired? Why do four swift steeds with golden trappings, fleet of foot, not precede you? I do not behold the great elephant resembling a cloud possessed of every auspicious mark in your train. Why do you appear downcast when the preparations for your coronation are completed? O my lord, why do your countenance manifest no signs of joy? Hearing the sorrowful words of Princess Sita, Rama replied, O Sita, my honored father has commanded me to go into exile. O princess, born of an illustrious family, acquainted with the law of dharma and eminent in virtue, hear while I tell you what has befallen me. Long ago, my father, a lover of truth, granted two boons to my mother Kaikeyi. Beholding the preparations for my coronation, Kaikeyi demanded the fulfillment of her boons and has now gained ascendancy over his mind. In accordance with the two boons granted to her, it is mine to pass 14 years in the Dandaka forest and Prince Bharata to be installed as regent. I am now going into exile. I have come to bid you the farewell. Let no words in praise of me be repeated to Prince Bharata. Here, if you observe, Rama initially is telling what is important to Sita, but he is going into an exile, and then slowly went on unfolding and explaining why exactly he is going into that exile, what was the cause, what was the reason behind that. And after explaining all this thing, considering that it is Rama alone who will go into the exile and Sita remaining back in the palace, he is now convincing Sita how she should be living. This also gives an indication regarding how a woman who entered into a new family as a daughter in law is supposed to live in that family. I am now going into exile and have come to bid you farewell. Let no words in praise of me be repeated to Prince Bharata, lest he withhold his protection from you. Because men are always boosted by their ego, so don't never ever try to hurt his ego. In case if Bharata treats Rama as an enemy, Sita need to live very carefully in that palace. That is why he is explaining those things to her. It is for you to submit to his will for the sake of your support. The king has conferred the regency on Prince Bharata forever. It behoves you to act in such a way that he is not displeased with you. O wise one, now I go to the forest in obedience to my father's behest. Remain here with a quiet heart, O sinless one. When dressed as a hermit, I leave for the forest. Then do yourself also cease to adorn yourself. Rising early, do yourself worship the gods according to the prescribed rituals. Then, approaching my father and mother, offer your obeisance to them. My mother, Queen Kaushalya, having grown old, is afflicted on account of my departure. It becomes you to serve her with respect. My other mothers should be honored and served by you like Queen Kaushalya. Their hearts are also full of love towards me. Like my own mother Kaushalya, they have also cherished me. Therefore, I deem them worthy of the same honor. My brothers Bharata and Shatrughna should be regarded by you as your brothers or your sons. It behoves you never to provoke Prince Bharata because he will going to be the king now. From now, ruler of the kingdom and chief of the family. Served with sincerity, a king is pleased, but if provoked, he becomes full of wrath. A monarch renounces his own offspring if they oppose him and receives even strangers as friends who have promoted his welfare. O Kalyani, obeying the king Bharata, remain here seeking his good. O dear one, I shall enter the great forest. It behoves you to remain here. I charge you to act in such a manner that no one will be displeased. Thus ended chapter 26 of Ayodhya Kanda in Ramayana. And if you observe here, as a decent, as a beautiful husband, Rama is looking into what will be the prospect if Sita is supposed to live in the palace without his god. Because as long as the woman is living along with her husband, it is the husband's duty to ensure protection to her. protection against everybody, protection from the whole society. Anybody can speak a wrong thing at her, anybody can displease her, anybody can dishonor her, anybody can create problem for her. And it is the responsibility of the husband to make sure that his wife will never be displeased, that his wife will never get ill treated by anybody. It is the duty of the husband. And at any point of a time, if a married woman feels bad because of living in that family, it is somewhere her husband has defaulted and is unable to restore her dignity. So Rama is trying to convince her, was it really necessary? We will see in the next chapter. Namaste Sharada Devi Kashmira Puravasini Swamaham Prarthage Nityam Vidya Danancha Dehime. Bye.